We asked Mayor Brandon Johnson, will Chicago continue to be a safe haven?
Yes.
Several days later.
And what I want to say is to Mayor Brandon Johnson, we are disappointed in you. This is the community that supported you. How dare you?
Yes, welcome back. I have seen some of these people running helter-skelter, partaken to this migrant crisis. It has reached a certain level I don't get to understand what is going on now. A place where people used to settle, they are now ejecting people out of these facilities like you have seen here. It is getting crazy. And the Biden administration recently took up a decision to build back the wall. There is a video I think I put out yesterday pertaining to Karine. I don't know if you saw that. I'm going to play that video because at a certain point, I had to edit this video again. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, please share out this video.
If you have to build a border wall, but you don't think that it's going to work, then once it's done, are you just going to tear it down?
I'm not getting into hypotheticals from here. I'm just telling you what I can tell you from here. The facts are that DHS is complying with the law. This is from this was under fiscal year 2019 under Republican leadership, and DHS is required to do this. The president asked multiple times of Congress to reappropriate. They did not, and we're not complying by the law. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, Peter.
Karine, I just want to follow up very quickly. You said that it's not new, but to be clear that this was posted on the Federal Register overnight on October 4th. So just to be clear about this, the president earlier today said that he was asked, does the border wall work? He said no, but in this statement that was posted within the last 24 hours, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary says there is presently an acute and immediate need to construct physical barriers and roads in the vicinity of the border of the United States in order to prevent unlawful entries into the United States. So who's right? The statement from the DHS Secretary overnight or the president's comments today saying they don't work?
So a couple of things. Yes, it showed up on the register today, but the announcement, this is not new. This is from 6 months ago.
Well, it is new because the waiving of the laws actually didn't happen.
But this is something that was out back, that the DHS was put out back in 6 months ago.
Well,
so they announced.
Did they waive the laws 6 months ago?
Well, what I'm saying is DHS announced this back in June that the agency would do so. They actually said that they would do that back in DHS.
Forward with it today, but the initial announcement was 6 months ago by waiving the laws. So that's what's new today. Understood. So
yes.
The statement when he says presently was filed. So when he said there is presently, are you saying when he says there is presently, he was referring to 6 months ago or referring to the date of which it was filed?
What I can tell you is DHS announced this back in June that they were going to move forward with this. That's what I can share with you. That's what I know is to be true and is to be fact. Look, I can speak for the president. The president said he was asked directly. He doesn't believe a border wall is effective.
Does he have a disagreement with his Department of Homeland Security Secretary?
What I can tell you is what the president. I want to tell you what the president said and what your colleague asked him. He said no, he doesn't believe that the border wall is effective.
Speaking in direct contradiction to what his own
I know. I hear you.
Secretary
I hear
says.
you. I'm speaking for the president. I'm saying that he has said that he does not believe a border wall is effective. That's what he was asked. He has said that for some time now, and it still remains to be the case. He asked, right? He asked Congress multiple times. His team has asked Congress to reappropriate the funds. They refused to do that. We're going to comply by law.
You asked the president on our behalf then, in the absence of our ability to do that, whether he disagrees with the statement that there is presently an acute and immediate need to construct.
I'm happy to take that back.
You can see it clearly. They are now blaming the former administrations for what is going on. It is insane to think about this. Biden said it clear he will not continue to build the wall. Even CNN did a segment today. They had to call this out. It is embarrassing to see Karine standing up to defend this when you had fought, accept it, and move on. I understand it is on their neck.
President Biden is building the wall, at least part of it. This is something he said he would not do.
The Biden administration announced it will waive 26 federal laws to allow border wall construction in South Texas because of what they call an acute and immediate need. The plan is to construct up to 20 miles of new border barriers in Starr County. That's in the Rio Grande Valley area. Some 245,000 migrants have attempted to cross the border illegally in just that one sector since October of last year. On the entire border there, the number is closer to 3 million. Hundreds of migrants rushed past border control agents near El Paso yesterday.
Yes, when you take a look at this tweet, Karine struggled to explain why the Biden administration is now building the border wall, the same wall it blasted Trump for. Her explanation is that the Republicans have refused to reallocate the funds for the wall since 2019. Now 4 to 5 years later, Biden has to comply with the law and build physical barriers. Asked whether Biden is breaking his promises to voters not to build a border wall, his press secretary says he is complying with the law because the Republicans have failed to do the right thing. I don't know if this girl is actually a joke or what exactly. Now they are standing up to say they stood up to ask for money in Congress. A Republican refused to give. Reason they decided to do that. Before Biden even run for president, I have a couple of videos. I think I don't even want to play it here even because it's not necessary. A lot of people knows he said he would not do that. So why not think about what Joe said? Why attribute to Republicans to pass the blame game? I knew exactly that she will come out with this insane defense. It is crazy to actually see every time when there is something up, they will come out and play this card. They don't always acknowledge fault, like, oh, we are at fault. Always politics, politicizing everything. If this migrant crisis did not reach this level, I believe you will not see anything like this happening. You will not see it. They will not even bother. It is because it has affected a lot of Democrat-run cities like New York. I recently saw Mayor Eric Adams actually waking up to actually go to the border to see what is going on because he cannot take it any longer. Just imagine when Governor Greg Abbott decided to send this migrant to some of these areas. It was viral news. Democrat came out to say, oh, this man is evil, is this, is that. Now they are silent because they have seen that what he was doing was right. He could not contain it. Thank you guys. Like I said, this channel is being, I don't know if it's censored or what exactly. Videos no longer go far. But it cannot stop me. I will continue to update you on issues on daily basis. What I'm begging on you is to continue to share out some of the videos I put out here. It helps to boost up the algorithm. Thank you guys.